Let's do it. What's going on, y'all? What's going on,
What's
Mekai?
up?
Mekai
Not
Cole in the
fine.
building. Revolt TV. Listen, y'all is killing it. Season 2 is going crazy. Like,
That's love,
I'm
man.
really
Love.
rocking with it, all right? Now, my
Thank
first question is
you.
for the both of y'all. Now, Kanan was able to see life outside of New York while Rock stays in her parameters in Queens. How will both of their newfound outlooks on life shift their relationship in season 2? And let's start with you, Patina.
Oh my God. I mean, at the beginning of season two, Rock is on the top. Rock is on top of the world. She has everything in
Ah,
line, everything she wanted. And but the only thing is her home life is not as there's a sacrifice, right, to being on top like that. And the sacrifice is that all of her relationships are kind of a little bit in disarray. The biggest one being the one with her son. When she goes to pick him up for Virginia, and he's been there for 3 months. She obviously misses him, but she knows that there's going to be questions. Choosing to bring him back into town where she knows that Howard is still alive, like that's a bold choice, right?
yeah.
But her being smart and the manipulator that, yes, I can say that about my character, that she is, it's like,
Yeah.
how can I, she's ready to turn it and like make it where she can like get him to be okay, and that's bring him into the business, that's show off the business, that's like really try to like connect with him again because she knows the consequences of what she sent him to do. And so for Rock, her and Kanan, that's a relationship that needs to be rock solid, and it is not. And so season two is all about what that means, how the effects of that relationship, how it plays on everything else.
Yeah, Makai, you want to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same thing for Kanan in a way. That relationship is probably the most solid thing in his life. Quite literally, his life is kind of built essentially around that thing.
Yeah.
Rock kind of has the escape of being able to focus on anything else or whatever, but Raquel is Kanan's center of his universe. So for anything in the realm to be thrown off or broken or fractured, literally it sends him in season two kind of not into a tailspin in a way, but he's trying to figure out things outside of Raquel in a way. He's trying to piece together who he is, what he wants to do, what he's going to do. Um, but yeah, still trying to figure out how to balance or what to do with Rock for it's an interesting balancing act that takes place.
Yeah. Now listen, Fatima, name a hip hop pioneer or icon you'd most like to play in a biopic and tell Revolt why.
Oh, crap.
Hmm.
Oh my God. Why you gonna throw that on me? Can you ask him? Ask Makai first, and then let me. Dang, dang.
Ah, all right, Makai, listen,
That's so
you gotta
rude.
let us know. Tom's ticket, let us know who you want to play, Makai.
I can't say 50 Cent. I can't.
You can say it. Okay, 50.
Nah, honestly, I haven't given much thought to that sort of question before. Damn, that's a
Neither.
good
That's
one.
interesting.
I mean, we've seen that story done with the. I'd do 50 again. No, why not? Just for the fun of
All
it. Why not?
right.
Throw
But
it in.
real 50 though, like his real life.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We can still make that rock.
You can still make that rock. All right, Patina. Come
I mean,
on now.
I'm gonna just say like, I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever be cast as Queen, but I loved her transition from music to, you know what I mean, her life, and then coming into like this whole acting world of it all. And I just, her life is very, I love it. So like, why
Yeah.
not? And she's a hip hop pioneer, like from back in the day. So why not?
I can see you playing Khadijah in the biopic,
I'm saying all right.
You have a Flavor magazine. Now, Makai, as we see Rock as we see Rock is raising Kanan, there's moments in the series where Kanan is kind of parenting Rock. How will Kanan bring out the best in Rock this season and vice versa?
Ah man, I think there's Kanan and Rock know each other so through and through. They only know to push buttons that only they could type thing, and I think that's exactly what you see happening in the second season. Is as Kanan is coming into himself a little more and asking questions that
Yeah.
Rock has already given him answers to, he goes to get those answers himself, and they're not necessarily the same sort of thing. So Kanan kind of becomes a reflection of Rock in a way.
Absolutely.
Uh, that she kind of has been avoiding looking at, and he doesn't necessarily. I mean, he doesn't necessarily know that in that moment. He's still trying to get just answers himself, but it becomes a sort of reflective moment for both of them that I think is really cool.
And you
Okay.
watch them play with each other. You watch them because what they are and what
Yeah,
I think Raquel, just from being around Raquel, they know how to say things without saying it. And so that's like the beauty of a lot of their conversations where there's a lot that's unspoken, but they're like having a whole different conversation under the surface. And you'll see a lot of that. I loved it from the first season, but we really go into like how they both try to get at each other in all of our scenes that we got to do this season. It was so fun because it was like the whole thing of playing. Makai, I don't know if you felt this way of like playing the subtext and
absolutely. Oh, I love that. Those are
manipulation
my
of each
favorite scenes
other.
we had this year.
Oh my God.
It's so good because it's like there's literally two conversations happening at one time. It's like I can't wait to see it because I'm just gonna be like,
But
oh,
only they can
Man,
do that. But
but
only they can do
because they
that.
have their only they understand each other in that way that they have in a whole unspoken language.
I love that. Now, my final question before we wrap up here for the both of y'all. What is one trait or strategy from your Raising Kanan character that you think today's entrepreneurs and young go-getters should pay attention to and master?
Hmm. I'd say Kanan's I don't know if aggressiveness is the word, but his willingness, he's always super attentive, but he's also willing to go get more information after, being super attentive and kind of just observing what's happening. He's also willing to then go put a little more extra work in and get answers fully instead of just having the observant view of it.
I
Mm.
would say that's the same for Rock. Rock is very much of like assess the situation and find out the information. Who has the idea? Finding out who you want to be, what you want to be, and going to talk to those people, really getting the information, and then taking what they give you and then turning it into something. And I think that's what Rock is really good at is getting the information that she needs to get the things that she will get down the line. And she has like the sight to sort of think that way, big picture. She's not very, impulsive when it comes to business. It's all calculated and there's like a whole thing to it. So
I love that. Well, listen, thank you so much. Look, season 2 is going crazy, like I said, and I can't wait
Yeah.
to watch when it airs this Sunday. All right, thank you so much.
thank you.
Out. Peace.